Hi YouTube, it's your everyday Erin, and today I thought I'd do something a little different, a little special. It was recently my birthday. I turned 26 years old. Wow, I'm so old. It was a really great birthday. Me and my best friend went to a spa, and I got my first ever massage. I'll insert photos from that day here. I also spent time with my family, and I got this really cool speaker from my mom. I really wanted a portable speaker that I could bring room to room and just listen to when I get ready in the morning or clean my apartment. So that was probably my favorite gift. For this video, I didn't want to just sit down and talk about the things because I feel like that's boring. And I also knew I wanted to draw on my chalkboard that I'm putting in my kitchen, so I thought I would combine the two to make it visually and audibly interesting at once. So without further ado, here are 26 things I learned in 26 years. Number 1, you don't need to wait for the right venue, the right lighting, the right music, the right people, and especially the right amount of alcohol to dance. If you want to dance, then dance. Number 2, your personal style or interests don't have to fit into a box. We're not curated Instagram feeds. We are complex people, and it's good to have complex and diverse interests. Number 3, loving trash reality television is nothing to be ashamed about, and sometimes you just need to escape and watch some dance moms yell at each other for a half hour to feel better about your own life. Next, when someone exits your life, it doesn't mean that the good memories you had with them have to be tainted. Next, flossing is really important. I used to think that it was just a scam. It wasn't necessary. But I'm quickly learning that teeth don't last forever and you really need to take care of them, so floss. Next, if you cut strawberries up and put them in Cocoa Rice Krispie cereal, that makes chocolate-covered strawberry cereal. You're welcome. The beach is objectively better at night. Forgiving someone is not a necessary step in healing from what they put you through. And on that note, healing is also not linear. Next, lotion. All the time, everywhere. Lotion and also SPF. Take care of your skin. If someone calls you out for a wrongdoing, the best thing you can do is listen to them and not immediately come up with an excuse or an argument to talk back to them. Listening is very important. Wanting to better your body is not proof that you hate it. You can love yourself and be in progress at the same time. And on the topic of bodies, the only person who has any authority over your body is yourself, and that could apply to anything from what you wear, to where you go, to how much access another person has to it. All of those things are in your control. Next is like a life hack thing. If someone invites you to something, don't say you can go unless absolutely rain or shine, in sickness or in health, you will attend. Keep that Facebook response interested until day of. Because if you can go after all, then your presence is a surprise. But if you tell someone that you're going and then you don't show up, then it's a letdown. Just a way to protect other people's feelings and also feel like a superstar when you show up when they weren't expecting you. Next, don't eat anything with nuts in confined spaces. There are a lot of people who have very, very severe nut allergies, and if you're on a bus or a train, it's just best to wait until you're in open spaces. Also, if you're at work or at school, and if you're about to eat some nuts, just do a check in your general surroundings. This is something I always do, and the one time I didn't, I was in a college class, I opened up some peanut butter crackers, and a girl a few seats behind me raises her hand and says, "I'm sorry to interrupt, but does someone have peanut butter?" And then she wound up leaving class, taking a Benadryl, and sleeping the rest of the day, and I just felt awful. So just ask. It's better to be annoying and safe than not ask and then feel like a horrible person. Form your own opinions. That applies to anything, whether it's a person, a social issue, a type of food. It's just always best not to listen to other people and just do your own research and make up your own mind for yourself. Next, I have another life hack. If you're someone who shuts off your many alarms in the morning and then forgets that you shut them off, the best technique is to throw your phone across the room before you go to bed at night, and then also in between each alarm, so that when the alarm goes off, you physically have to crawl across the floor and shut it off. This is the only way that I wake up in the morning. Next is like my current life motto and something that's really helped me out, which is, if you can't do what you can't, just do what you can. I struggle with motivation, and I realize that I get overwhelmed when I have a long to-do list. So recently I've just been telling myself, you know, I don't have to do the whole list, just do what you can. And that's really just been helping my mood recently, is just doing what I can and being proud of whatever I could do. Next, if your friends and family don't like the person you're dating, chances are it's not because they're jealous or they don't want you to be happy. Chances are it's because they're able to see something that you yourself aren't yet ready to see. So always listen to them and take their advice, because months later you will thank them for it. Next, this is just something that I just refuse to take part in, and that is wearing high heels on the regular. I will wear high heels to special events or to take photos. Those are the only times. I will not wear heels to and from my hour-and-a-half commute walking through many city streets. I won't do it. And I also won't do the whole put the high heels in a bag and wear other shoes to work and then switch shoes while I'm sitting at a desk all day. Like, no. It's just dumb. Until they invent high heels that are comfortable, I'm not doing it. Not participating, opting out of that. Next, boys are not projects. It's not my job to make boys into better humans, whether that's a boy I'm dating or a boy that I'm a friend with. I don't know why I used to think that like this was a responsibility of mine, but it's just not. And yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time working on other humans. I'm not a therapist, so that's that. Next is something that's very relevant to my current situation, and that is bodies do weird stuff sometimes. And if your body does a weird thing, don't immediately go to Google WebMD. You will just scare yourself. 2 days ago, I sneezed and my back went into a muscle spasm. And now I've been like out of commission for 2 days straight, and I'm sitting on the couch with some pain relief cream and a heating pad, and I could have freaked out. I could have immediately thought my back is ruined, I'm gonna need surgery, but I didn't. I knew this is just a freak thing. Went to the chiropractor, he said your muscles are in a spasm and you just gotta relax and wait it out. So that's what I'm doing. Bodies are weird and getting old is dumb. I found a gray hair yesterday. I'm scared. Okay, next is, if you're at a concert or a night out with your friends, designate like a time and a place to take all the photos. Whether, you know, right before the event, you all look great, you got a place with good lighting, take all the photos you need. If you're at a concert, maybe just say to yourself, I just want to record like 10 seconds of my favorite song, and that's it. Because when you're in the moment, and when you have a phone out and you're watching it or experiencing it through the phone, you're like experiencing it less. And also, you're being a jerk if you're at a concert and you have your phone up in front of someone's view the entire goddamn concert. Pictures are great, take a bunch of them, but then put your phone away and enjoy it. Next, I am in no way a minimalist. I could never live in a tiny home, but I do agree with the kind of concept of purging anything from your life that doesn't bring you joy. I moved twice in the past year, and that kind of forced me to go through all of my things, like every single thing I own, and get rid of stuff that I didn't want. And I had a really hard time letting go of things like t-shirts that were from events or plays that I did, also like books that I wanted to read but never did. And I really just had to like have an honest moment with myself and think, these things aren't serving me a purpose now, and they're just taking up space. So what I did was I took photos of anything that was like sentimental to me but that I wasn't getting use of, and then I donated it or threw it away. I really recommend it. It just, I don't know, I just feel so less like weighted down. Hey, we're getting to the end here. Number 25 is, while goals are important, your happiness shouldn't have to depend on reaching them. I often find myself getting into this pattern of, if I had blank, then I would be happy. And it seems whenever I achieve that blank, I just move on to the next one. So for a while it was if I had a full-time job, and now I have a full-time job, and it was if I had an apartment, and now I have an apartment, and now it's if I had a boyfriend, and I feel like it's just an unhealthy pattern to get yourself into. So that's something I'm trying to work on, is just appreciating what I do have and not waiting to be happy. Not thinking of happiness as a destination, just thinking about what can I be happy about right now in this moment. And then lastly is something dumb, which is number 26. Nice toilet paper is expensive, but totally worth it. I just get so frustrated when I'm out in public or even at someone's house and they have like half-ply toilet paper. I'm gonna have some comfy, padded, soft, expensive toilet paper, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. And that's all the things I have. Those are the 26 things I learned in 26 years. Thanks for listening to me. I hope one of these things you can apply to your life, and maybe you can't at all, and that's okay too. Maybe I just made you smile with my adorable fruits and vegetables. So thank you so much for watching, and comment below if you have any video ideas. I am taking requests. I'm taking all the requests, so send them on over. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.